Welcome back, everybody, to Touhou World Cup 2025. Today is a beautiful Sangetsusei Sunday, and we're about to witness Great Fairy Wars Lunatic Survival. I got turskain with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great with this handsome fellow next to me, Yatsuzume.
Thank you.
But we've got even more handsome fellows here. We've got, in fact, two handsome fellows here, Bonist and NS.
Both legendary Touhou gamers. Bonist being kind of the GFW GOAT of Touhou World Cup, perhaps. They were there last year too. I think they've been there even in earlier years.
Yeah, both of them are repeat offenders, but for NS, I think it's the first time he's been playing the gold medal wars in the TWC.
True. It's the strongest GFW player of the past versus the strongest... No, wait, that doesn't really make sense. Never mind. You know, let's just go to the slides. Alright. Touhou World Cup 2025. Well, a ghost just told me not to read directly what's on the slides, but I'm gonna do it anyway, honestly. Touhou World Cup is an annual international tournament featuring the Touhou Project shoot-em-ups. Each match features 2 or 3 contestants competing in the survival or scoring category on Lunatic or extra difficulty. And for more details about the tournament, visit the official website, touhouworldcup.com. Shoutouts to Maribel, the legend.
But what about the Twitter account? What's the Twitter account?
It doesn't exist anymore, maybe? I don't know. There's a blue sky.
Oh no.
There's a blue
I guess
sky
Elon
Touhou
Musk
World Cup.
did the account in then.
Probably, yeah.
He put it on ice.
Alright, so we got Touhou 12.8 Lunatic Survival Snowflake Medal Emoji. The players have 60 minutes to perform their best run. They can keep retrying runs until the timer is at 0, but even if they're still doing a run, they can finish the run. TWC score is reduced for each hit they take, but it's also increased for every gold medal they get. That's the beauty of this category. You can actually increase your TWC score by getting gold medals.
I've got something to say about this slide as well. Give me a second. 60 minutes to perform a run in this category is a pretty long time, since runs take about 15 to 20 minutes for Fairy Wars Survival.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, they can get easily like 3+ runs in. It's an okay time because GFW is not a very long game, but you know, the gold medals will make sure that it remains very challenging. Oh yeah, here we have some beautiful... Okay, we actually have to do some math in the Cherno game. Because the medals plus the devs make stuff a little bit complicated. But as you can tell here, there are 6 routes in GFW. In some routes, it's very difficult to get like more than a few medals. And in some other routes, there are a few okay golden medals. So to compensate for that, the more difficult rounds earn you score faster for each gold medal, as you can tell here with the C1 and C2 routes. You need fewer golden medals to get like a high TWC score. But on A1, you have to get quite a few gold medals to get a similar amount of score. And on top of that, every time you die, some score gets subtracted, as you can see in the table at the bottom. And yes, that does mean that you can get negative TWC score if you die too much.
Surely we won't be seeing negative score today.
Surely. Oh yeah, here's the whole table of like every possible outcome in regards to gold medals. So if you do not die at all on A1, but you also don't get any gold medals, you only get a measly 4 TWC score. But if you do, say, I don't know, B2 and you get 4 golden medals, you get 15. If you do C2 and you get 11 golden medals, somehow you would get 1038 TWC score. I think I can spoil already, that's not gonna happen. But we might see, like, I don't know, we might see more than 100 points. Actually, I think there's a small chance for it.
It's absolutely possible. I believe one of our players has a goal that's aiming for maybe 100 points. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay, so shall I do the character slides?
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, so first we got Bonist. Bonist actually revealed a lot of their strategy to us already. So we have a lot of info to work with here. The expected route is that Bonist will use or will go for a C1 run with a lot of them with like 6 or 7 medals, hopefully. Last year they actually got, if I recall correct, oh yeah, it's there at the bottom. They got C1 4 miss 5 gold. Their best run ever has been C1 no miss 6 gold. And they told us in the interviews they might even try for a 7th medal in there. They got a lot of other achievements as well. You can see GFW A1 with 9 gold medals, extra no miss no bomb in GFW, and then a whole bunch of LNNs. And also some Touhou 18 scoring in there as well. 15.3 billion with Sapia. And GFW scoring actually too. Wow, it's a lot of different things. Very varied player. And then NS, I mean, that's a very well-known name. They have too many runs to mention, honestly. And also a lot of Touhou World Cup participations. They've actually played in every Touhou World Cup so far. All the way from 10 Desires Lunatic Survival in 2020 to, well, GFW Gold Medal Survival now. Oh yeah, and they're also a impossible spellcard speedrunner.
And so, most of all, he's playing for Team Canada today, as you can see from the Maple Leafs.
Yes. I actually I didn't notice off the top of my head which other team was playing.
It was the Team Camera.
Team Camera, right. But yeah, those are the players. Two very well experienced, how should I say it, very skilled players today. Yeah, sadly, no participant for Team Hatate, but we'll see more than enough action coming from these two.
Yep, and we also don't know which route NS is going to play in this game, so it could be seen 2 completely different routes in this match.
Yeah, NS didn't really know yet what he was going to go for. At least he didn't specify that he was going for one specific route. So we'll have to find out when the run starts.
If he's being extremely spicy, he could even play multiple routes during the 1 hour duration.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe it could be worth pivoting between routes if you know both of them, and you also know that like just getting one slightly easier gold medal in another route would give you just enough score to keep up with like the rest of the scores. I don't know. But yeah,
maybe he himself doesn't know yet.
So in GFW, because you're doing gold medal hunting in this category, there's a lot of emphasis on getting your ice power to go up. So it's not like we won't see much ice at all. We will see a lot of ice use, but we'll mostly see it just outside of a few specific spell cards, because those are the spell cards that you really want to capture.
Right, and of course you still have to Ellen and the rest of the game while you're hunting the gold medals, so you are going to want to use some ice there too. Since you are actually allowed to use it, which is rather useful.
What is Bonist trying here? I see like, oh my god, this is some weird Touhou 20 stuff. It's like, okay, so he's abusing the hyper mechanic.
He's getting stoned.
Is this scoring? Is this what scoring looks like in Touhou 20? I think, oh god, don't tell me this is what scoring looks like, because you just constantly summon the pyramids. Oh my god. Oh, that's mental. And we got NS also sitting on Route C.
That's completely true. Maybe he is also playing C1. Maybe they both decided that's C1. Oh no, he's switching to Route B. He's teasing us.
All right.
He doesn't want to reveal what he's got in his hand.
Okay, the timer has started, so we can start doing runs. Oh, wait, I didn't see it. A1! Okay. Gonna start off with A1.
Route. So the A routes were some of the... You have to get a lot of gold medals in these routes. At least in A1 to get a lot of points, did you not?
Yes. Maybe I should get the table just for myself, but they will have to go probably for like 9 medals or so if they want to get a really good route or like a lot of score in A1.
I don't think we've ever seen A2 in gold medal wars, but that is also maybe a possibility. We'll have to see what he decides.
Oh yeah, right. It could be A2. Yeah, the title tricked me because it says like A-1, but yeah, of course, we don't know yet. I'm ready for A2, honestly. Oh, whoops, they messed up a freeze.
It's okay, they have 60 minutes to reset. Meanwhile, Bonist seems to be going for the C route as he promised in his interview.
Oh yeah, you can already tell they're trying to get a lot of ice as quick as they can on the stages.
Yeah, basically doing some casual scoring routes, not quite as optimized as we might see next week in the scoring match, but
yeah,
scoring is basically we won't go into scoring mechanics, but generally the more ice you get, the more points there will be. So there is a significant amount of overlap in getting some ice power to power up your shot and scoring.
We've got 2 mid-bosses coming in. So
the stage for mid-boss in this game does not have a spell card, so unfortunately there's not going to be gold just yet.
Luckily, it does mean that you can get a lot of ice power. Like you could tell Bonist was collecting a lot of ice there.
This is also something that's specific to the C routes. The early game in them has the least freeze opportunities in both survival and scoring in stage 1. So there may be slightly more optimization required here to get the power where he wants it compared to the A route.
Yeah, Bonist actually told us that he wants Cherno to have level 8 ice power before the first spell card.
And he's got level 7 now, so he seems to be on pace to meet that benchmark.
Yeah.
He's just gonna freeze this first non-spell for a bit. Meanwhile, NS is also getting to Lily White. Still no gold on this mid-boss, getting some nice ices there. Looks like Bonist is going to milk this entire first non-spell for a bit of extra ice.
Yeah, the more ice, the better, really.
And he's also doing a point blank ice grace here, since you can charge the ice either by shooting enemies or bosses, or by grazing bullets. And on this spell card you can see the grazing. Grazing is not quite as major in survival, but it is still a factor. And here we got the first gold attempt. He's gotta dodge it all.
Ah,
and
damn.
He got nailed.
Yeah.
And another problem with no ice that we didn't quite get to see there is a lot of your damage in this game comes from using ice, so if you don't use ice, not only are the bullets not being cancelled, you're also not dealing damage, so you have to sit there tanking that spell in the face for quite a long time. And the boss also ran away from him, so he couldn't deal damage as fast as he could have wanted to.
Yeah.
It was very unfortunate.
Ice does deal a lot of damage to the boss as well. Sometimes you can also notice the players like throwing out an ice attack, then shooting the boss down before the ice breaks, and then the ice will damage the boss.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Enes is about to get to the first goal attempt. He got past the first wave, amazing. But he's still got one more wave he's gotta dodge. He should be good now. He should be able to get the kill.
Yes, beautiful.
He nailed his first god. The gold has been has been uncorked here on this stream.
Let's go.
Pipes are open. And this is another goal attempt. He's going to attempt the goal on this final spell as well.
Oh.
Close but no cigar. I've heard that final spell can actually be sort of static if you can redirect it just the right way every time, but it is still quite tight and you have to fit through some quite tiny gaps to get through without ice.
Yeah. Yeah, we might see a lot of stage 1 golden sleep because it's just difficult to get the golds every time.
Yeah, there's just no free lunch when it comes to gold medals in this game. We're not sure why Zund actually implemented gold medals in the game, since they are, especially on Lunatic, not very playable. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But luckily we don't have to play, the players get to enjoy the experience of the gold medals for us. It's going to be a while before we get back to the gold medals. On this Lily White non-spell that NS is currently on the right, he's also grazing these rings of bullets before he freezes them to get a couple more ice %. So he gets above the 30% threshold you need to be able to use the ice.
Yeah, so grace is also very important if you want enough ice.
And unlike shooting enemies, if you grace to charge your ice, you don't have to deal damage, which mostly in scoring you can get more milking done that way, you know, leaving them alive so you can keep the pipes open. Bonist getting closer to the boss. Closer and closer. Right after these knife rings. These are a fun section.
Oh.
And by fun I mean apparently lethal as well. This is also an occupational hazard with no ice, since the players probably spend most of their time practicing the no ice spell cards. They are not quite 100% consistent at the parts of the game where you do use ice. They're definitely good enough to LNN, but perhaps not with 100% consistency, maybe like 80%, 70%, let's say.
Yeah.
So some accidents are absolutely possible here. Meanwhile, NS is milking Luna Child's first non-spell again for some nice ice power. As a score player though, this slightly triggers me because these freezes are not optimized enough. They need to hit the lab. They need to make them big bad. So
yeah.
this isn't right.
Yeah.
If you do it right, you catch this ring of jelly beans that Luna releases in the ice, and it spreads in a kind of a crescent moon shape, which is not only high scoring but also low accurate. But here's the gold medal. Can he get through the wall of bullets? Yes, he can. Amazing.
One more squeeze.
Just one more round of the big wall. He made it through. Beautiful. Amazing. Incredible.
Nice.
And the second non-spell is quite dangerous, so we probably will not see a milk here. Milking did more of a high scoring move. And now can he get past the final spell?
Time for redemption.
He got the first restream, can he get the second one?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, he got the second restream. He still needs one more restream, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he barely got through, and now restream.
Beautiful.
He should be good now. He should be good now. He made it through. Amazing. We are seeing stage 2 on Gold Medal Wars with 2 gold medals in the bag for Mr. NS.
Right. So we're doing A1.
A1 means he has to be going for a lot of gold medals if he wants to score high on the TWC scale. He's doing a fun survival route, since you can go above these fairies as the fireballs only move downwards. You can kind of cheese the pattern. Not even freezing that big fairy, you hate to see it. Missing out on the precious ice power.
Yeah.
You can also go above these fairies, which it seems like he will do, but... Imagine the ice you could be getting if you were down at the bottom, freezing all this green shit.
He is leaving some precious ice behind for sure. Alright.
Unfortunately, the stage 2 mid-boss also does not have a spell card. Only the stage 3 mid-boss does, so you can only milk this for some ice in addition to try not to die. Well, I actually feel like that route was more dangerous than scoring that second non-spell where you just freeze it all.
Yeah.
But he made it through, so all is forgiven. And again, cheesing some of the rings going where the fireballs physically cannot be.
Alright, nice. Bonist also reached stage 2. Going for C1. Yeah, unfortunately that second spell card on Star is not really gold medal material.
Yeah, there's some pretty nasty spells on Star. The first spell is probably the most possible to gold medal that I remember.
Yeah.
But we'll see it if he makes it then. Did not go catch the final curved lasers before the cutscene. He could have gone for a bit of a taste. Here we see the survival route for this first non-spell where you just spawn graze the ring to charge your ice and then freeze it next to the wall. You can also do just several ices at point blank range as well if you want to. But that gets you a slightly less ice area, so they might want to go for slightly bigger ones.
Yeah, also this one just looks cooler.
He didn't quite get the full grace there, but he killed it anyway. Now we got a gold medal attempt.
This is a goldie coming in.
Yeah, this spell is one of the most gold medalable in the whole game, since it doesn't have a lot of HP and it also doesn't have a lot of bullets, as you see.
Nice. Oh wow, yeah, that's a very fragile pattern.
His second non-spell can definitely own you even in survival, depending on how you do it. The fireballs spawn when these rings touch the wall, so...
Alright.
Yeah, is he going for the gold medal on the second spell? That looks like... Nah, he's not going for the gold medal on this crazy spell. He didn't have the balls.
Fair.
Yeah, this is a little bit difficult with the tri-directional pattern. But there's still the final spell left. This one he's probably going for a gold on. These meteors leave behind these traces of star bullets as they proceed. And the pattern actually repeats the same pattern of fireballs every cycle, so if he finds the pattern, then he should be more or less safe every time, unless the randomly moving very slow bullets get him. They haven't got him so far. Yeah, they are moving very slowly, the small star bullets, and that's the main danger here. Because the fireballs are going to take the same trajectory every time. Those are not going to kill him, but the troll movement of the small bullets can get him.
Oh yeah. Looking like
Seems like he's not getting hit by the troll bullets. He got the gold.
Beautiful.
Meanwhile, we've got Sunny. Sunny spells the horrible spell where you can't see anything and he's gone for no ice. This is incredible.
Wow.
He made it through 2 waves already. Can he make it past that?
No!
This spell is incredibly difficult. You can't see anything.
What's unfortunate as well is if you mess up, like if you die on a gold medal spell, it just becomes bronze. So you lose out on score there too.
Yeah, you don't get the gold and you also lose a life. You pay double the price. But thankfully on the score, dying is not as harshly punished in this category as in all other the TWC survival categories.
Okay, you can tell Bonist is just going all out right from the start, trying to do flash.
He got the gold on the second. No, he didn't go for the gold on that. He got the silver, but
yeah,
he is going for the gold on this final spell.
Yeah,
of Sunny here, using the safe spot. But there's a risk in this safe spot if the boss just moves slow or to the side, and you can never get good damage on her. Yeah. And that might be what's happening here. It's possible you have to play very risky or dive to the bottom to deal damage if the boss doesn't cooperate. The boss has cooperated okay so far, but she needs to cooperate again.
Yeah.
She's too low. Okay, now she's damageable.
Okay.
Ah, too low, too low.
That's
You're too slow.
Okay. He'll have to go down at the end. Try and make it up. Ah!
Yeah, he's gonna die for it.
Okay. Okay.
That was a really
Nice.
cool route, going through the
Good
channel,
finish.
so he didn't have to dodge anything. He could stay in the gaps now. He could ride the
Great
wave.
finish.
Meanwhile, Enes is on a sunny mid-boss spell. He's going for the gold here.
Right.
You can redirect this one around the entire screen with a big macro stream, as you see.
Nice.
But it is still pretty possible to fail, I think.
Those jelly
And you
beans are
can't
really
be sudden
fast.
too much damage either, of course. But looks like he's got the route down. Yeah, this is looking good for our boy Enes. He brought home the gold. Funnily enough, the gold medals don't even give you a meaningful extra score over the silver medals. It's just for the golden visuals in this game.
Yeah. If only it gave you just like 200 ice power or something, but no, it has no real use.
Yeah, if you got ice power for gold medals, it might be a funny way of balancing the lack of ice power you get from not using your ice.
Yeah.
That's a fun idea. Meanwhile, we're about to get to Luna's mid-boss spell here on Bonist stream. You're not gonna be able to no-ice this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
These just fill the screen after a while, and it's going to be a bad time if you don't freeze. One of the least possible things to no-ice in the game. It's scary with these fairies. You can actually shoot these fairies down without freezing them to not have to deal with those bullets, but if you can dodge it, you can also
Apparently I missed a legendary squeeze on NS's end.
Then now we are introduced, we already were introduced to these on the mid-boss, but these are the yellow lasers that blow up your eyes when it hits them. And it not only blows up the eyes, it turns the eyes into yellow bullets that are very similarly colored to the eyes, and they can kind of swipe you from close range sometimes, and it can be very nasty. But with survivor outside the eye, that would not be a huge risk.
Alright, both of them are in the final boss.
Yeah, what Enes is going for here is he's setting up an ice on the transition to the first spell card, so he can deal damage to it when it spawns to the side fairies. That's one of the rules of this game, is that even when getting a gold medal, if you use the freeze before the spell started, you're allowed to do that and transfer damage. But no, that wasn't what he was going for. But it's done in another spell later.
Oh,
he's gone for the semi-safe spot below the boss at the start, but it's only at the very start. Once the start is over, it's gone, and he got the gold. Meanwhile, we got a very dangerous spell that is not being gold medaled on Bonist stream. He went for the silver on that one.
Yeah, that's fair. But now we get the icebreaker cards. I think both of them are good gold candidates.
Right, let's see if Ice Dissolver on Bonist stream can be capped.
Nice.
He got the gold on that one. And we'll see if Enes is actually going to do the ice transfer for damage onto Ice Dissolver on the right. He can do that here if he goes for it.
He can do it.
He went for it.
Yeah. Torches.
And he got extra damage on Sunny at the start of the spell.
Ouch.
Drove right into that laser. That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. I think you would be going for gold on this spell as well. That so yes, he's going for the gold on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This once you kill the first side fairy, it gets a little bit easier, but there's still definitely a chance to die here.
7-second kill from Bonist. Beautiful.
Fantastic. Let's see if Enes can get past the last wave. Yeah, he should be good now. He dodged all the fireballs.
Nice.
2 more spells left for both players. one of which can be gold medal. Well, I guess both can be if you have infinite balls, but most players do not have the balls to try gold medal in the final spell of the game.
Oh, watch out.
These green bullets on Fairy Overdrive
ouch.
get faster as they're falling down the screen, so dodging
they
them lower
both got
can be a
hit.
bit more dangerous.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, no gold today.
Okay.
Is Ennis going to go for gold? Ennis is going for the gold on the final spell. He's going for it. He's making it happen. This is just the appetizer. It gets a bit nastier. Yeah, here's where the nastiness begins.
Oh, I forgot how fast those fireballs are.
It gets a little.
They're both no
bit
golding it. Ouch.
That is pretty ballsy. And yet the final spell is different between the three main fairies, but it is pretty impossible in all of them.
No, well, we gotta run.
It's a start.
It's a start, it's something. There's something on the board. Let's hope it's a positive score at least.
Surely it should be positive.
Nice. Pet the animal spirits. I don't know what's happening in NS's credits. Oh, it's the cats,
Votes are
right?
significantly worth more than misses. Answering a guy in chat who asked. The misses are pretty forgiving actually. I think the spreadsheet said there were one score deducted for the first miss, 3 for the second, then 7, 15, 31.
Yeah.
An exponent of 2 minus 1 is how the misses were deducted from the score.
Yeah, you actually, you get to have about like 2 or 3 deaths pretty safely if you're hunting gold medals.
And you can tell how difficult it is to calculate the score for these runs by the fact that the world stream is still struggling to update the overlay. The math isn't gonna do itself, and we need a bit of time for this.
It truly is Cherno's perfect math class.
Bonist even has his own score overlay with decimals and everything. He's got high precision math on the board.
Oh, nice. It was only 3 miss. That's pretty good. Yeah, it was unfortunate that...
It was very solid from Bonist, definitely. He got almost all the golds he was going for.
Yeah.
NS, however, he did not get all the golds he wanted, but he did get a couple. It's a start.
Oh yeah, the tracker died on Bonists and it did not reset. Oh well.
Okay, we will use the human tracker instead.
Yeah.
Completely human users on the world stream doing God's work.
Some mid-boss milking happening.
Wasn't it actually possible to fight both Lily White and Lily Black in one run in some categories in this game? Not in the ones that are being played here, right? But wait, does one of these categories have Lily White twice as the mid-boss?
It would be C2, right?
Yeah, I can't actually remember who's the mid-boss in which round.
You would have to finish on Misty Lake. Like, that would have to be the one without the mid-boss character. So I think that's C2 and A2.
That sounds about right. I think you're right. Meanwhile, back to Star's first non-spell for Mr. Bonist. He's going to milk this again. Get these point-blank ice charges on the Grace. Now,
Ooh,
that was a bit
that's
of
a
a weak
small
Grace. 7% freeze, that is a little tiny. Might want to get your size checked on that one.
Oh well, they're safe. Oh.
They made it through. Bit of a mana pause now. Contemplating his 7% freeze. Meanwhile, Luna's first spell attempted again.
Another goalie coming in.
He's also doing a bit of a redirect at the very start. Since this is aimed, you can kind of spread out the bullets as you see, since they don't all spawn at the same time. And he got past the first goal. Meanwhile, can Bonist get past the first goal? This is a bit more of a dangerous spell. Seems like he's getting pretty fortunate. Like until the boss moves the mood away, but she moved away, but he managed to catch her.
Yeah, unfortunately in Great Fairy Wars you can't do much about the boss movements, as far as I remember.
Yeah, the bosses have a 2 in 3 chance of moving towards you, 1 in 3 chance of moving away.
Yeah.
But the vertical movement is completely random, so that is a little unfortunate for some of these goals. Both players getting out of stage 1, that is fair. Yeah, again seeing this nice top of the screen cheese for these Wind Fairies.
Right, probably hiding in the top again.
Cowardly. What's the worst that could happen with these green bullets? I don't think they can hurt you. Do they even hit boxes? You're hearing some quiet Japanese mumbling over from somewhere.
Ouch! Ooh, something went wrong there.
Diose must have gotten her with a fireball right there. Cerno might have taken a strength.
Yeah, it seems like he just had a wrong freeze timing.
Yeah, I unfortunately wasn't watching either, so we can only speculate what exactly happened. But these indeed are the occupational hazards of not using ice. Even the parts when you're not going for gold medals, since they are not as well practiced, can go a little bit wrong sometimes. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah, real choke.
I'm gonna call it the suicide bullets in this game are dangerous, but they are also fully aimed, and he moved in a pattern where they will always hit you. Basically, it was a joke. Meanwhile, Bonist getting closer to Sunny Milk. We'll see if he's able to capture that crazy spell where you can't see shit. Oh no, stage one is pounding NS right now. The timer is ticking down with 31 minutes left. Well, that's still time for 2 finished runs. Okay, maybe he's not in that much trouble. He can afford a couple dozen more stage 1 resets with this timer.
If you gotta reset, it's best to do so on stage 1, I suppose.
That's true. Meanwhile, we've got Sunny's first non-spell here for Bonist. These fireballs here can actually kill you quite dead if you're not on top. Not all the Touhou games have bullets as fast as these fireballs. Some players are not comfortable with that. But this is...
what a... man.
Yeah, this is terrifying since the bullets can basically hide behind the fireballs and be nearly invisible. And then the Sunny also makes these giant flashes, so you can't even read them when they're on top of her at the start. You have to wait till they're down low.
What a scary card, man.
It's kind of BS. Even if you freeze it, it's BS. But it's ultra BS if you don't. And this spell he was not going for the no ice last time, and he's not going for it this time either. You could stream this if you want to just do an insane cut that makes you dead, but I don't think he's that insane yet.
I've seen somebody do it one time, but yeah, it's not really material for a run.
Well, if he met his goal of a 90 TWC score, or what was it, maybe he would attempt it then. But if he hasn't met his more reasonable goal yet, then it's definitely maybe a little bit too risky. Seems like Sunny is cooperating and staying pretty close to the safe spot. You can see how low her HP is already. He doesn't have to do any tricky maneuvers to get the kill if the movement cooperates. Oh no, stage 1. Stage 1 in the stage section keeps destroying NS. This is indeed... At least in previous years, this was a very large occupational hazard on no ice. Repeated deaths on the sections where you could do ice has. No player has been immune to this yet in TWC no ice. But the risks are real, they are dangerous.
Those freezes were really small.
Bonist getting closer to the end of stage 3 here. He's in a way the green fairies. Not only are there bullets green, if you look closely you can also see that the fairy sprites themselves are green. I know, deep lore.
True.
Getting to the first spell here. Is he gonna go for the no ice now? He's not going to go for the impossible luck no ice.
Yeah.
But they just spawn on top of you even, it's not very fun to try to no ice.
Okay, well at least he freezes that section. Instead of staying at the top.
Yeah, in stage 3 is probably safer that way since there's a lot more of these fireballs going and they go in multiple directions as well. He should be good now, surely, if he remembers how to shoot the fairies. Or if he remembers how to sit in the corner, that's also a good option.
That works too.
Seems like he's safe in this here corner. And then you can't die during the cutscene. Seems like Bonist is doing this first non-spell without killing the side fairies. That is an option, but you can also, if you want to, kill the side fairies that release the lasers, which makes this a little bit easier, but...
Yeah.
There are no illegal moves here if you're playing for survival.
Definitely.
He's not going to go for the goal on this.
This is
pretty brutal spell.
This one's pretty crazy to try to gold.
Playing it safe for now. So he missed one of the golds he was going for on this run so far, but still has more golds to go for.
Here's one coming up.
He's going for the golden dissolver.
Oh no, he hit the tail.
That was a choke.
Yeah.
I'm calling it international choking sign. F's in the chat.
Ouch.
Yeah, that. Can he PB from his previous run after that one? I'm not sure. Maybe he can, or maybe not. I'm not sure, but...
Let's see, he would have to get 3 more golds, so that's the next card, and then Fairy Overdrive, and then 3 fairies. I don't think he can PB.
Well, if he gets the golds on those and doesn't miss, then he gets a PB because he has less misses by a couple of points. But he's got to get the gold on everything left, which is rather optimistic.
Yeah, but he should try. I mean, he's got a good chance now. This one seems quite tricky, but if he gets this... It does have very little health. Ah, man, really close.
Yeah, he almost got it. There was a tech there being used as well where... Well, at least I hope it was being used. Where if you're inside the boss's sprite and you mash the Z button, you actually get more damage and more fire rate from this 8-way shot that Cerno has, that you see when you're at max power. You can get like 20% more damage by mashing inside the boss sprite, connecting that. Which is part of the route I'm fairly certain.
So Bonist is still going. I think it might just be just to keep like this warm, just to keep practicing these last few patterns.
Perhaps. Meanwhile, stage 1 seems to still be capturing NS.
Yeah.
And you can see if you dodge these green bullets on Fairy Overdrive that Bonist on the left is on, at the top it's a little bit easier since the bullets are much slower there, you have a lot more time to go through.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get the final spell capture. The gold on the goal, as they say, with all these yellow fireballs.
Okay, nice squeezes there.
He actually survived the second big red burst. He even survived the third big red burst.
Oh,
now he's entering the desperation phase. He got really close there.
That was close.
He absolutely almost got there. Meanwhile, let's see if the second half of stage 1 is going to stop NS this time.
Come on, NS. Get back to the lake, please.
Judging from his previous choke in the suicide bullets, he may not be entirely comfortable with their mechanics. With, since they're aimed directly at you, how much you have to move to dodge them depends on how far the enemies that die are from you. If they're right next to you, maybe you have to move a little bit more. I haven't been watching all of this, but some issues like that can happen in Fairy Wars if you are not fully comfortable with the mechanics. These freezes on Luna's first no spell by NS, they continue to anger me. The score numbers are too low. They're just too low. They're too slow. They're too slow.
Out on the beans.
Thankfully he's... How is he making past this curtain nearly every time when he gets to this spell? This is insane.
Yeah, he's doing really good on that spell.
That was a kind of dangerous second non-spell. He didn't get the freezes that were as big as he wanted, so he had to dodge some extra bullets, and that proved to be his undoing. The bigger your freeze, the more you cancel, the more time you get to charge your next freeze before you have to dodge, and he kind of got into a cycle of freezing small, then freezing smaller.
Yeah.
Which can make things more difficult.
I feel NS has had a bunch of small freeze accidents in stage 1. I feel that's part of why he's been stuck.
Yeah, this can happen when you're playing no ice, where you learn so well to play without ice that then you forget how to actually use the freeze when you're supposed to use it to survive.
I mean, we know about NS that he's like very good in chaotic, like dodging games like Impossible Spell Cards, and gold medal hunting is kind of similar in that sense, but I'm not sure how much Great Fairy Wars he has played, how familiar he is with the ice mechanics.
The freeze controls are also a fair bit different than the movement controls in any other Touhou game, which I'm sure our players can element the game, but there's still a bit more you can learn from that to really get fully comfortable with them and have the freeze come out in the size and time it where you want it. Meanwhile, first spell on star for Mr. Bonist. He's running away.
Wow.
He's running away. She ran back to the center. She should be dead.
Oh man.
Just a couple more seconds. She came back to get smacked, but then she also smacked back. How can she slap?
How can she slap indeed?
And then into a death on the survival section at the start of stage 2. That was unfortunate.
Oh. Early reset. Oh well.
Stage 1 in this case. When will the opening fairies slap him through? When will it stop? Okay, seems like he got past the opening fairies. We're cooking. This is some dodging on these big fairies. I get very nervous seeing this compared to the quote-unquote real routes. Crawling towards the bullets instead of away from them. That seems a little bit risky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back to Luna Child for NS. The first non-spell will keep bigger freezes this time. That's a pretty good one.
That was a nice one.
But yeah, the grace isn't perfect here. If you wanted to do the pro strat, you would kinda... You see how the bullets are swinging towards you from the top of the screen. If you get near those in grace, then you can get a really big ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kinda went to the left of that big cluster of bullets, which means you don't get the big grace that secures you a bigger ice.
Yeah, he keeps missing that one, unfortunately.
This is what you get for playing for survival,
okay,
not for
nice.
score.
Oh, no! No!
He got past the hard part, but then choked slightly on the easy part. It
Ouch.
happens.
Choke from the stars. Man.
That is brutal.
I was just about to glaze how he keeps getting past the droplets. But, so well.
I suppose it can't be called the easy part anymore. Not after it's claimed alive. This knife rinse route is pretty similar to what's done in score runs on Bonist stream. It's pretty cool. It's not the exact same thing, but it's definitely inspired. And then we are back to freezing the Rinse and Stars first non-spawn. Meanwhile, can NS get into the mid-boss this time? Luna Child is waiting, but before she has to get past Lily White. He got to Lily White NS, but will Lily White let him through? I have seen quite a few scoring streams of Fairy Wars where Lily White does not let the player through for over an hour. Yeah. It can happen. Meanwhile, first spell on Bonist. Can he nail it this time? Will Star run away while forcing him to miss out on damage? No, she's moving very well right now. She's moving brilliantly. This is excellent luck. The movement was perfect. The movement was perfect, and she didn't zone him out of damage range. That
doesn't get much better than that.
Is he going to no-ice this first spell now?
No.
This is a bit difficult to no-ice. Let's say that.
Yeah. This is a crazy one.
Off to stage 2 with him, and now NS is about to get past Lily White. Lily White let him pass, but will the Grid Fairies let him pass? They've been pretty rude to him today.
Careful, nice.
He should surely be fine now. The last fairies are just these directly aimed ones.
These are just free ice.
And Bonist is in fact doing the exact same fairies, but on the stage 2 version of this. Then the Rin fairies. Got past them. But this Lily Black in stage 2 is quite dangerous that Bonist is currently on. nuke the fireballs, you can get caught there. Although her HP is rather low, so not as dangerous as it might be scoring.
Yeah. The last one always freaks me out a little on this Lily.
Yeah. It is pretty funny, isn't it? You definitely... It would be funny if you had to no-ice it, but thankfully it's not a spell card, so you can just...
Yeah. Nice.
And the HP on the mid-boss is very low, so that definitely helps. Meanwhile, NS,
right,
can he
NS.
pass the curtains one more time? How does he get past the droplets so consistently? He's actually
so
really
good at that, yeah. Just instantly notices the gaps every time. And of course his that misdirected
those were some dangerous moves in the second notes, but I do not recommend this at home.
Yeah.
But he made it through. Now the final spell, can he get the first cut?
Please.
He got the first cut.
Capture this.
Second cut, he made it. Can he get the third cut? This is the final one he needs to get.
Nice.
He got it really nicely. He made it look easy, man. Finally NS on stage 2. He might still have time for another run after this one, depending. But not if stage 1 does not let him through once more.
Alright. Bonist about to get back to Sunny's Fatal Flash.
But just milking this non-spell for a bit first.
Yeah, he wants to hit level 12 right before this card, which he managed to do, so...
This spell just hurts to look at, even commentating.
Oh, okay.
That was
so
BS.
close. Has a lot of health too. And with every wave, she shoots out more bullets.
Yeah, there's an additional wave on each cycle until the amount of waves maxes out. I believe that's how it worked.
Yeah, it gets like an extra ring.
Yeah, extra shot.
Extra shot.
There's that nice sound effect for all the shots as well, so you can try counting those at home to see how many are on each cycle. Since, you know, the spell blinds you visually, so you cannot trust your ears here. Let's see if Sunny will cooperate and come to Papa. Sunny is coming to Papa right now for Bonist. Oh yeah,
looks good.
She wants it. Yeah, she literally is not dodging any damage.
Oh wow, okay.
Is she trying
He's
to ram
just
him?
staying there. Yeah. Seemed that way. Nice. That was really quick.
That was some aggressive hugging from Sunny. Meanwhile, stage 2 for NS. Can he get to Stars of Fire? I think he's in the latter half of the stage right now. Yes, this is the last couple of fairies before the boss.
Last section.
Yeah, that should be the final freeze.
Good.
Now he's not going to freeze the final few bullets for a 4% freeze. Shame. See if he can get the point blank grace. He got the first point blank grace. Good so far for NS.
Right.
It may seem like a joke, but I think I've seen this non-spell choked on every TWC no ice that it's been played on by somebody. It is actually possible even for survival.
It did look a little weird right as you said that. He was getting really close to like one leftover bullet.
Let's see if we can get the gold on this spell. This thankfully is maybe the easiest gold in A1.
It just
has
so little health.
Dodgy. Yeah, the health really is... It really varies between spells a lot as well. Some spells for some reason die nearly instantly. That's one of them. Okay, right now he's doing a bit better on the second non-spell than he did on an earlier one where he died to this. He did not let extra fireballs spawn from the balls, freezing it too late.
He's gonna try? No.
He's not going for the tri-directional no ice here. Not with the bouncy needles.
There.
Let's see if the small bullets spawning on the wake of the fireballs will randomly move towards him. He should have plenty of space to adjust to them if they start trying to get close. Bit of an ass tickle there from the lower right. Yes, it seems like he's fine.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
Just one more cycle shell, he's fine. Spells like this spell and the first spell of Stars of Fire Stage 2 are probably why on the scoring metrics you need to get more gold in A1 than in other routes for similar TWC score. This is quite doable, no ice.
Yeah, these are the fairly doable golds.
Meanwhile, we have Bonist back on 3 fairies, approaching the first spell, which... Did he try for a gold on that one? I don't think he tried for a gold here.
No, this one is too dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, this is this spell, which... Not impossible, but it is rather risky. And it's also got a fair bit of HP, since it's got a lot of HP, and then you also can't connect damage all the time, because the boys go in front of them.
Nice.
The other fairies, so... It takes a bit longer.
Yeah, from now on they're all golds though, I think. Or at least he's gonna try to get them all gold.
And,
it's just the first spell.
What's the next? This is Ice Dissolver. It's basically like the curtain spell from stage 1 Luna, but for stage 3 and with these lasers. The curtains are a bit smoother, but the lasers are there. He got the gold, nice, excellent, fantastic. Meanwhile, Enes approaching the mid-boss spell on Sunny mid-boss. Wait, why is he playing so dangerous on this mid-boss non-spell? This is incredibly risky and incredibly unnecessary. This is why these runs die on ice sections, because even for score you do not have to play this dangerously. And playing like this for survival is just psychotic.
This is overkill.
It is it's either a lack of skill or an excess of skill to play it with this much dodging when you have access to ice. Could make this much easier.
Right, ice setup for Bonist. Yeah. Very important that he does it for this card, because this is a crazy speed kill.
He got to the pen. Yes, very nice, excellent.
Gorgeous.
He nailed the damage round. You could see how the boss died right away when he got the point on him at the end. He got all the damage he wanted this time.
Yeah, that was exactly how you want to do it.
That means he's on fantastic pace right now, having missed only 1 gold. Definitely possible to PB here over his previous best. Well, previous TWC best. The 6 gold 0 miss that is his actual PB offline is not probably happening.
Come on, this time you can get through here, I believe. You can do it. Looking good.
The aim of the 3 fairies here on this version of Fairy Overdrive is random, so you could get some funny movement here sometimes.
Nice. Okay, oh, that looks so open. That's so clean. That's the end, right? Oh no, there's more. Oh no.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of HP on Fairy Overdrive. Fair bit of HP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He got the gold. Nice. This is definitely a PB.
And he didn't die much at all.
Even if yeah, this is guaranteed to be a PB even if he dies on the final spell. Since he only has 1 miss, right? Yeah, only 1 miss, so it'll always be a PB right now, but he could get the final spell. Starting off strong.
Oh boy, here we go.
He got past the first 2
nice.
fireball waves.
Oh, scary squeeze at the end.
And now he stopped shooting, so he spends less time in the desperation phase at the end. He triggered the end phase, now it's just a couple of seconds. Just a couple of seconds.
Nice.
Holy shit!
Oh.
He fucking got it! God damn it,
run.
He actually did it, the mad lad. This is amazing. This is why
incredible.
We do TWC gold ice over here. He hit the gold. This is the gold standard right here.
6 gold C1. It is the gold standard indeed, yeah. Gorgeous run from Bonist.
Straight from Fort Knox, this one.
It's gonna be a lot of points. Yeah, there you go. 77 TWC score.
That is a sick amount. It's still slightly below his target, which wasn't it 6 gold 0 miss? I think that was his
even
optimistic target.
I think he was even gonna try 7 gold, but I'm not sure if that's for Touhou World Cup or just in general.
Yeah, his PB was 6 miss 0. 0 miss 6 gold, right, was his personal best, so if he went for 7, that would be a first for him.
Yeah. All he said about it is that there's a chance that he could do it.
Yeah, he's still got time for a run, but this is definitely a very, very solid showing.
Yes, you can't you can't ask for much more on C1. Very good run. So
now let's see if
I forgot where the miss was. Was it Fatal Flash?
Yes, it was on Fatal Flash.
Yeah.
Everything else was really good, especially the final spell. That was amazing. NS going for the ice transfer here to get damage from this freeze at the start of Ice Zone.
Oh, not again!
That's a choke right there.
No.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. Anyway, the lasers there are fully aimed at your pixel and they come at the same time, so
yeah,
it is unfortunately a choke if they hit you. It is.
That's the second time.
It's the player who controls the lasers here, absolutely.
Yeah.
At the start.
Yeah.
Later on, they can start breaking ice and making boards of their own, but yeah, the very first wave is always down to the player.
Nice, quickly killing Luna there.
Yeah, very clean Luna kill right here. He's looking good for this camp. One more cycle of Star coming down low. He's looking good. He should have this.
Nice.
Go. He might barely have time for one more run after he finishes this one. With 3 minutes left on the timer.
Yeah.
Gonna be close.
Needs to be fast, but he can get out of one more. And this time don't die to the opener fairies, please.
Let's see how Fairy Override treats him. This version doesn't have random movement, unlike the C1 version. So it should be a little bit more consistent. You can just hug the left wall if you want to and stay here for the whole duration.
Good,
you don't
nice
have to, you
fireballs.
don't have to move or do weird maneuvers. Now let's see if he can... he's not going for the capture on the final spell. He's chickening out. He wants a score on the board.
I don't think that's going to be enough though. Doesn't go for I'm not sure if 9 gold even would be enough, but
yeah, we're gonna need the math experts to solve that. But yeah, 8 gold is definitely not enough to beat this killer one that Bonist got.
Ooh, no.
This is some unadvisable workplace safety standard right here. This is not how this spell is captured with ice for survival score. And he also soft locked at the end. You soft lock the game if you... Wait, no, he didn't get the soft lock.
Oh wow, I did.
Yeah, if it was a score run doing it like that, might be a soft lock, but yeah, if you kill the main fairy and a side fairy with the final freeze at the same time, you get a soft lock, but since it was a survival run, he hadn't actually damaged the side fairies. Yeah, so... But doing it like that is definitely... Even if it doesn't soft lock, you don't want to see ices like that. But at least he has time for one more. And he did get a couple more points on the board, 29.8, that's a solid improvement. Definitely closer to what he was going for than before. 50 more seconds to start his final run. He got past the ending, will he go for another run? He's gone for another run.
Well, alright. Got time for one more at least.
You can afford maybe one more stage 1 reset here at the start, but not too many more. How many stage 1 resets can you afford in the 30 seconds? Should we benchmark?
Alright, well I didn't have to do it there, luckily. Alright.
Meanwhile,
please do not die on Starlight Rain. Would be unfortunate timing. Oh no, right on the clock.
Very close.
Oh no, that's
very
unfortunate.
Close. No improvement for Bonist today, but I mean he got everything he wanted in that run aside from Fatal Flash.
Yeah, he hit the mark very well, so...
I want to say that's the best one we've ever seen on gold medal wars across the years, but I can't remember every single run, of course, but I mean, it was quite excellent.
I think it's better than what he did last year. I think he has fewer
it's definitely a lot better than last year, that's for
sure.
of
course. Yeah, that was a really good performance. Oh, wait, is he... Oh no, wait, no, never mind. I thought I was trying to gold that, but no, that was just a very awkward freeze.
We'll see if he wants to finish this run or throw in the towel. He's finishing the run. We'll have to see.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, this run can't do much. Maybe he'll just do some funny tricks. I don't know.
We'll see what he wants to do. Meanwhile, NS has gotten past the first half of stage 1. He's about to clean out Lily White. But are the grid fairies going to let him pass? There's actually slight randomness in the positioning of these grid fairies. But I'm not sure how big the randomness is, but there's like very slight position variations, I believe, that might also be what trips up a more inexperienced player here.
Yeah.
Thankfully that Kachin was from Bonist stream. It was not NS taking the hit.
It was fortunately not NS.
Yeah, but Bonist already got the points. He can afford to take some for the team right now.
Oh. Keeping all that precious grace. Oh well.
At least he's getting some ice.
Yeah. As long as he survives. Just dodge.
Luna's first spell by NS has been amazingly consistent though. He's died to everything else on stage 1, but not to that spell aside from once. Or twice.
Yeah.
I think he died twice, but given how hard it is, that is very impressive.
Come on, let's finish it.
Got past it, the first wave, second wave.
Honestly...
that was a brutal wave. That looked like a solid wall. He's quitting. That's unfortunate. He's taking his 29.8 and sticking with it.
Good games. Maybe we will see the most incredible, like, all gold medals from now on run from Bonist.
Or maybe he's going for the Fatal Flash salty run back, since he didn't get to capture it.
Yeah, just revenge. Yeah, you might be right. Just to get out, like, one Fatal Flash gold.
Yeah, I don't think it got cleared one time yet with the gold.
Yeah.
Let's see if he wants to go for it, or he might also be stopping if he realizes that his opponent has also been slaughtered.
Yeah. Perhaps. I kind of want to see him take revenge, though.
He's going for the revenge. Maybe he was
Okay, let's go.
He was pausing the tease the world production into moving the overlay away so he can add excitement.
Come on, it's time for redemption. Oh, no setup. Okay. You can do it.
First wave down, first wave down.
Oh, no. No. No, that was just horrid. Can't do much with that at all.
Yeah, she also moved down towards the player. She moved down towards the player by like almost the maximum amount she can move vertically, which is...
she went really far
That is rather
down.
Unfortunate.
Ouch. Oh well. GG's.
It didn't happen today, but that 77-point run was incredible.
The gold medal hunter.
Isn't that 7 gold medals on her little...
That is 7 gold medals, yeah.
On her lanyard.
Yeah.
And he got the 7 gold medals, so the art is accurate.
Well,
what he got. No, 6 gold.
No, unfortunately, it's not accurate. That would have been...
I went to the same math class as Cerno here.
Yeah. Right. That was a beautiful GFW run. So, for the results, on second place we got NS with a 3 miss 8 gold A1. And first place, Bonist's beautiful C1 1 miss 6 gold run. Good games.
Absolutely amazing here. Great runs from both players.
Unfortunately, we couldn't see the 7 gold with the flash cap, but that is just really, really difficult, and you really need the cards to cooperate.
Yeah, the movement when she goes slow is just so bad, since not only is it very hard when she goes slow, but then she can, even in the best case, move back up to where she was at the start.
Yeah.
So you get another at least medium difficulty wave afterwards. It's not very good.
And I feel when she's lower, the flash is a lot more intrusive to your eyes. It's like always intrusive, but when she's lower, it feels even worse.
Yeah, it's definitely even worse, since I mean it just covers more of the screen relative to you if she's slower. Right, since it's centered around Sunny, and if Sunny's closer to the center, then more of the play area is covered in that crap.
Performance was just really good. Getting all those gold medals on the final boss. Just
Yeah,
really
especially
sick.
the final spell cap at the end. That was incredible. I didn't think he was gonna get it,
Yeah.
but he made it happen. And very good showing from NS as well. After a mighty struggle against the stage 1 stage fairies, he managed to get a solid run in. He was going for 10 golds, was he not? I think he was going for 10
I think
golds.
so, yeah. Right.
He got most of them, just couldn't get the final spell. And wait, which ones did he miss again? I'm already forgetting.
Me too. I don't recall. Alright, so next week we got more Great Fairy Wars for you.
That's right.
We got
Boys are back.
GFW. Yeah. We got GFW Lunatic scoring.
This time it's Bio playing for Team Canada, and they got playing for Team Camo.
Actually, Team Canada's not here next week.
Wait, wait.
It's camera
Oh, yeah.
and flip phone.
Oh yeah, Team
Yeah.
Canada is the Momiji one.
Yeah, this was all the Team Canada representation for Great Fairy Wars, unfortunately.
Well, we got our money's worth for Canada at least. Wait, which team was which player on in this match? Do you remember?
NS was Team Canada, I think, because they were on the right side. And on the left
that how
side
it
you had
works?
Bonist. Yeah, because I think so. I think Team Aya's always on the left side.
Can production confirm or deny?
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
I think production doesn't know
It-
either.
it
It's fine.
really demonstrates how much attention we pay to the teams.
Seems like we've also got
Alright.
another game, 10 Desires.
Oh, that confused me, because that looks like double dealing character in the back. But that's yeah, okay. The background does not match the title. But I think both are next week. It's double dealing character and 10 Desires. And given that Leo is here, this is 10 Desires then, if I recall. I think this is the 10 Desires match. Given
Surely
that
it's 10
there's-
Desires. Production would not trick us twice in a row.
Let's see, I'm actually gonna check myself now. Yeah, so Leo, okay, yeah, it's the double dealing character background, but this is the 10 Desires match with Leo, Barbara, and Kuge. Of course, it's also scoring. But yeah, I'm not the most knowledgeable on TD Lunatic scoring. I just know it's got very tight routes and it's got an extremely difficult stage 1. But I'll have to defer to the commentators of next week for that one. It still kind of works. The background works. It looks nice.
Wait.
Oh,
Which one is
no,
first
there we
between
go.
10
It switched.
Desires and... Yeah, what's this background? What does this represent in the law?
It seems like an extremely zoomed in stage 5 or something. Oh, yeah, indeed. Yeah. Maybe just...
Now I see it, yes.
I recognize that dark blue. Oh yeah, it does look a little zoomed in. But I could be wrong.
It has to be the stage 5 background, right? Anyway, I don't think we have interviews for the players or anything from our match since they
no.
Neither of them speak English, do they? Very much.
Yeah.
So I don't think we are going to get an interview with those. We are going to have to settle for praising them a little for the hot runs.
I can see if I can find some fun facts in like the text interviews they did beforehand, but I mentioned most of it already. Oh yeah. Yeah, so NS's motivation was actually, NS's motivation to play GFW this year was because of the Gold Hunt match that was the bonus match last year. So it's the gold medals that like mostly inspired him to play this category as well. Gold medal hunt was fun last year.
I don't think there's ever been a gold medal hunt match that isn't fun. It's a funny category with a ton of quirky action.
Now we got double dealing character with the 10 Desires background. That works, alright. Yeah, for Team Atate we got EBM, and then for Team Canada we got KG. Congrats with the move.
And doesn't this match take place earlier in the day than 10 Desires as well? But we showed them in the opposite order.
Yes, it does.
Production,
it takes place earlier. Yeah, the order is a little messed up, but
it's close enough.
There we go. Oh, now it's a different stage 5 background. Sick.
This looks sick.
Oh yeah, no, double dealing character Lunatic scoring is beautiful. I've mostly seen Sakya be in it, which just has so much going on, really. It's got fun bombs, it's got very tricky survival. It's just a blast. Something and everybody could enjoy.
It's got the legendary KG plane as well. Even I recognize this now.
Yeah. EBM has been playing Sakya B for like a year.
Could be cool, I suppose.
It's kind of locked in for double dealing character that there's going to be Sakya B player, whether it's survival or scoring at this point. Turns out Sakya B's actually a fun shot for all these years.
Who'd have thought?
But yeah, I think that was it for this week.
Yeah, but I actually don't know anything about these games.
Fair. Well, you know Great Fairy Wars, and
Oh yeah, I'm also commentating that scoring match on Great Fairy Wars next week, if I manage to make it. Hopefully I can.
Nice. Alright, so thank you for watching. If you're interested in helping out, the English crew sign-ups will stay open throughout the whole event. You can always try and join us. And either by going to the TWC25 through URL or scanning the UR code, yeah, you can see what you can do. You'll get a link to the forum, and hopefully you can come help us out in the back end.
But what if it's actually a rickroll after the backgrounds also were slightly rickrolling us earlier?
Good point. There's only one way to find out.
And here we have the Twitter or Blue Sky account now. It's been discovered.
So yeah, do what the slides say. I've been instructed by Ghost to not read the slides, so...
yeah, follow the orders on the slides.
Too bad if you can't read, but yeah.
It's okay, if you can't read you shouldn't be on Blue Sky anyway.
Good point. Also, Touhou World Cup, how do I say that? The Touhou World Cup commentary has been brought to you by Touhou Replay Showcase, which I think will happen in a few minutes, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know what their planning is. Oh, another background!
Dick.
Pulling out everything. Alright, we've seen enough backgrounds.
But yeah, final shoutouts to our boys Bonist and Enes as well for giving us a good show on this gaming holiday, this Sunday.
Also, small shout out to IHNN for helping us prepare the interviews, the text interviews with the players.
Yeah, we've got the great volunteers preparing these slides and interviews and production and everything else, and they of course also deserve a shout out for their service to the community.
But yeah, that's all there is to it. So thank you. Come join Touhou come join Touhou Replay Showcase maybe, or just enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you next week. See ya.
Bye bye.